welcome to SveNFL.
What's up, y'all?
It's Jonathan Rollins.
And Skiff Musara.
We're two Americans living in Sweden, talking about football. Yeah, man, your boys are back to discuss Week 17. Two fans of football that speak from a biased fan perspective, which makes this podcast amazing. Two fans whose teams are in a weird purgatory that got victories, and we're just like, what the fuck? That's how I feel. What?
While we are arguably biased, I feel like we're quite reasonable.
Oh, yeah, we're not crazy like unreasonable fans and shit, no.
Yeah.
I think we're the best type of fans that they could be.
Absolutely.
And that's another unbiased opinion.
No, that one's scientifically proven.
We do fanning right here at SveNFL.
Science is made up anyway. That reminds me of a commercial we saw this weekend. I was watching the NFL Network, getting ready to watch the games, and there was a commercial for a chair, like an office chair. Uh-huh. And it had this like lower back support thing. And they cited the excellence of this chair as being, they designed it based on the science of sitting. and me and Isak kind of looked at each other and I was like, wait a minute. Does sitting have its own like scientific wing in some research institute? What do you mean the science of sitting? Like where the fuck is that coming from? So people are just out here throwing around the word science.
Yeah, I like that. Science of sitting.
Science of sitting. Imagine you're like a sitting scientist. Like that's your job. It's like what the fuck? Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's another fun week of football, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
It was you know what I like though? And I know it sounds weird, but maybe because I like different games, I can find the interest in games that are defensive or games that are shootouts or whatever. I can find the fun in most games. So, if it's spread out like this, I'm happy. I'm happy to have football on these random days like we did this long weekend.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
because we had 3 Christmas Day games.
Yep. Damn. Oh, Merry Christmas. I didn't even say, how was your Christmas?
How was my Christmas? Yeah, it was good.
Oh, same. I'm really happy about this.
We did, Swedes are so impatient. They have to celebrate the day before Christmas.
Yeah.
But because Saga was working, we didn't. So basically, we celebrated just the 4 of us on the 24th when she got home from work. And then we went out to Joanna's parents' house on the 25th. Yeah. And then me and Joanna went to Hammarby Bandy on the 26th, which is kind of a tradition. Where you go with your bandy veska and had a hot chocolate full of
you're talking about this
liquor and randomly we had a guy that Joanna used to work with in Los Angeles was visiting. His cousin is like dating a Swede, and so they came to Saga. I hadn't seen this guy in over 20 years.
Wow!
So we took him and his whole crew to the Hammarby Bandy game. It was fun.
He never seen bandy before.
No, God, no.
Oh, wow.
No. He was like, what is it? I was like, it's like field hockey on ice, basically.
Like, what? But what's field hockey? That's like hockey on grass.
Right. It's like hockey on grass.
So field hockey is hockey on grass, and then bandy is field hockey on ice.
It's hockey on grass if you put it back on ice.
It's the second cousin twice removed of hockey.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's what they should call it. Bandy is the black cousin of hockey. That's my cousin.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. What about you? How was yours?
Good, man. It was we like purposely tried to scale back on the kids getting dumped a bunch of shit on them that every Christmas where we just go nuts. And so this year we purposely scaled back. They still got a lot of stuff, but we focused on them giving stuff too. And the kids are liking giving stuff. I got some nice gifts. Sandra and I gave each other fewer things than we normally do. So it was a nice, more scaled back, but really fun Christmas. My favorite thing is we got these diamond painting sets that we got each other. So we got little ones for the kids. Like Alex got a little butterfly, Bash has got a feather, and you take these little diamonds and you stick them on the color patterns to make a nice little diamond picture or whatever, a little crystal picture. And then we got a big one that from the kids to us. A big one of this like lady's artistic face. So we're just sitting there like doing a little arts and crafts in the kitchen to not be on screens. We're trying to get screen time down. So that was my favorite thing. But we always do the seafood thing. Go to my mother-in-law. They had a nice spread. Everybody buys the lobsters. Pull out the shrimp. You know, one little quirk I got to mention. A little Swedish quirk.
Okay.
And I love my family, so I'm no shots at them. And I know that they don't mean this in a weird way, but we're Southerners, you and me, right?
Right.
So, like, if I invited you over, right, and I was like, we're going to have lobster, you know, bring as much lobster as you want to eat, right? So people keep counting their lobster. They cut the lobster in half. I bought 2 lobster. I'm going to eat 4 halves. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's going to bring shrimp, right? So if us as Southerners, we will bring our shrimp, and there will probably be, I'm going to guess, a big-ass bowl, right? And everybody would dump the shrimp in the big-ass bowl, and everyone would eat from the big-ass bowl of shrimp. But that's not the case here, man. People had their shrimp, like, separated. And nobody would get mad if you were to take from their shrimp bowl, but they will point out that is their shrimp bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's such a different thing. I know it's not rude. It's not meant to be rude, but it's such a boundary setting that just doesn't exist in our culture in Southern USA. I don't think any USA would do that when it comes to a party and be like, "That's my shrimp bowl." No, I just thought it was an interesting thing. And then, like I said, I love them all. They all give me, you know, I did taste. I just the shrimp looked different, so I was like, "Oh, let me taste that one." And the one guy was like, that's their shrimp. I'm sure they don't mind, but that is their shrimp. It's like, what? I think it's so weird. If it's like a reminder that we're separate. I don't know. It's such an interesting thing. That's still these little quirks that get me.
I think the true sort of like beauty and like warmth and generosity that is kind of baked into the concept of the Southern potluck experience, where everybody brings something, whether it's everybody bringing the same thing or everybody bringing different things. Like nobody's keeping score, right? As long as everyone shows up with the thing that they said they were going to show up with, that's it. You're done. You're done thinking.
Yeah, nobody's trying to get over. And if they do, so what? Right? I remember somebody brought wine to we had a fight party, but somebody brought wine and then there was wine left over and they took the wine. This was in New Jersey, and I was like, they took their wine back, which is cool. It's not a big deal, but it is kind of a slight party, like a little weird that you do that. But so in general, people don't do stuff like it's like you don't market like that. You just kind of come to the thing, bring your stuff, have your fun. I don't know. It's just it's a different thing.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's a different thing. But yeah, it was a really fun time. I love the seafood that we do. It was a tradition that has been started since I moved here by my my in-laws. And I'm so glad. It's like a departure from the traditional Christmas buffet that they have here. So I'm really glad we're doing it, man. I hope they don't get mad and like stop doing it now. Fuck him, man. He's worried about our shrimp. He ain't invited no more.
The next step is like you go back next year and everyone has these like little toothpicks with flags on them, you know, so you can write your name on it, you know.
Yeah.
This is Brigitte shrimp right here.
I wonder, like, does the family do it too? Like, hey, man, this is our bowl, but 17 of these are for me. So, it's like, how far do you break it down? But some football happened.
It did.
Some Christmas football. And it wasn't like Thanksgiving with all upsets, but there were some upsets.
This is also one of my favorite times of the year too, because it's like it's such a great example of how, a game like Cowboys Commanders, neither one of these teams have anything to play for.
No.
But it often gets overlooked, especially in the sports media. These teams, especially when they're division rivals, these players do not want to lose to each other.
No.
Like, they don't give a fuck about the fact that they've been eliminated from the playoffs.
You know what they want? They're playing for the Netflix Tomahawk Steaks, man. Shout out to the Netflix Tomahawk Steaks. Shut the fuck up, Netflix. It's like, come on, man.
But you know what they did? So I don't know if you remember this, but last year, Netflix tried to get Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry to eat this cake that was in the shape of a football.
Okay.
Like, that was the thing that they offered at the end of the game. And Lamar looked at it and was like, nah. And Derrick Henry was like, I like to pay attention to what I put in my body. Like, you look at Derrick Henry, that guy, his body is a temple. We'll get to him in a little while.
Yeah.
It ended with NFL Network's Jamie Erdahl being forced to eat the cake. Like, someone had to eat the cake. And so she was like, it was like this really stressful moment for her.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to eat this shit either. Especially he just brought it up.
Yeah. The two MVPs are like, nah, bro, I'm out. And I think I saw her the day after. She said the producers were like in her ear saying, like, get him to eat the cake. Eat him to like, come on. And then they switched to like, eat the cake. Just eat it. Just eat it. You got to eat it. You have to eat it. So this year they decided, you know what? These players won't say no to a tomahawk steak. And as dumb as it is, it was a smart pivot.
Yeah, I didn't know about last year's. I just knew that they don't have to give them food.
Well, they're trying to rip off the Thanksgiving thing, obviously.
Yeah, I get it. But Christmas is about food. Give them a gift. You know what I'm saying? Or give a gift to their charity. I don't know. I just felt like it felt like a weird thing to do of like trying to be the Thanksgiving thing. And I know they're trying to set themselves apart, but maybe that'll be the thing you do, a check to charity. We'll match your game check. They probably make $100,000 in a game for a game. All right,
we'll give tomahawk steaks to the homeless. That would be such a weird insensitive.
But yeah, the Dak and them, they got some. I saw them standing there getting their tomahawk steaks.
For me, the thing in this game, it didn't really mean much. You had Josh Johnson playing for the Commanders.
Yeah.
The thing that I took away from this game was that it's just a real the Cowboys really are just like one offseason away. If they are able to fix this, because they have basically the number, close to the number one offense in the league for sure.
Yeah.
As far as points scored anyway. I mean, they're just they seem to score just whenever they feel like it. Yeah. And Dak still looks great. And obviously they're going to pay George Pickens. I mean, you're not going to let him walk. But this roster really is just a consequence of Jerry Jones feeling like he needs to stay relevant in the offseason by dragging out these every time he drags out one of these, all of these players that he's saying we're so top. It's you delayed all of those deals. Every time it just keeps getting more and more expensive because you need to stay in the headlines and you keep fucking it up. And then you lose Micah Parsons.
And you gain Ezekiel Elliott.
Right.
Remember he did that shit, paid him all that money.
I really, really hope that for Cowboys fans, just for them, true fans, I hope for their sake that Jerry puts that act aside for once and just pay George Pickens tomorrow. Yeah. Just do it, because the longer you wait, the higher the price is going to go.
Yeah.
So,
there was a consequential game later when the Max Brosmer Max Brosmer led Minnesota Vikings, played the Detroit Lions, who were really trying to stay in that playoff hunt, and got their asses handed to them.
What an absolute debacle for Jared Goff. I mean, he had one of the worst games of his career, easily. Like he had one sequence where he had back-to-back fumbles.
Yeah, they were all over him.
And then a little later, he had back-to-back interceptions. He got sacked 5 times. I mean, Flores.
He's turned into a top coaching candidate right now. And it's so annoying as a Dolphins fan when you watch these coaching candidates that they all come through Miami. But this one will be the worst. If he turns out to be a great head coach, this will be the worst one because he was literally our head coach. And we're out here bullshitting. And now, I don't know, or maybe he'll be too much of old school and nobody will like it. But I don't know, man. The way the team rallied behind this coaching staff in general, even despite bad quarterback play or whatever, and they're the same record as the Lions, bro.
Yeah, and there was something interesting that I learned later in the week that made me think about Dan Campbell specifically. Now, I like Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I do think that maybe he needs to spend the offseason looking in the mirror and maybe having conversations with people about, like, when do we go for it on 4th down and when do we not go for it on 4th down? Now, just as a anecdotal comparison, the thing that made me think of this was watching the Seahawks game.
Yes.
The Seahawks had an opportunity. The Seahawks had an opportunity to go for it on 4th down. It was a rather long 4th down. It looked like they were going to go, but they just tried to get them to jump off sides. But on the broadcast, they mentioned that the Seahawks had the lowest percentage of, like, 4th down conversion attempts this season. And yet they're the 1 seed in the NFC. So you have you have this weird disparity between the guy who always goes for it and the guy who never goes for it. Like, maybe you could learn something there. I'm not saying
some people say look at last year and they won 15 games though.
But to me, 4th down success rate is one of those things that falls under the category of, like, 1 score wins. The team with the most turnovers.
Interceptions.
These are all things that are not sustainable. Like, they usually flip the year after.
Yeah, good point.
So you kind of have to think about it. And here you are in a situation in a must-win game, and you lose to Max Brosmer, who has 51 yards passing on 16 attempts. I mean, it's like, I mean, this, at the end of the game, the Netflix guys were hoping, like, they were probably hoping Justin Jefferson was going to go off so he could be the MVP, but instead they had to invite the entire Vikings defense up there, which is really what they had to do, and they deserved it because they were all over the place. They won this
flying around, flying around. I couldn't believe it when I was watching. Like, damn, these guys, they were, and then we've talked about it all season, getting Jared Goff to move. It's not, don't even sack him. You know what I mean? You don't have to sack him. They sacked him 5 times, but just getting him off the spot, that's it, man. He's throwing the ball at people's feet. He needs a comfortable pocket. And they had last year the best offensive line. And, that was part of the departures from the team as offensive linemen.
Yeah. So. And they basically kind of, they eliminated the run game, which is, which is what the Lions need to really fight. I mean, Gibbs only had 41 yards rushing.
Yeah.
I mean, you take those 2 guys out, Gibbs and Montgomery, and you make Goff win the football game, and you just fucking bring the house. I mean, that's basically how they won the game.
At home, too, man. Right? Or were they in Minnesota?
They were in Minnesota. Probably the most, like, talked about thing in this game was the Snoop Dogg halftime show.
I thought that was a fantastic halftime show.
Yeah.
I watched it live. I was up late watched it live, and I was like, look at Snoop having a little Christmas spirit with it. This could Netflix, man. They put on a good show. Besides the Tomahawk steak thing, which I thought was kind of corny, but they, you can see them trying to set themselves apart. It's like a vision and then a plan, and they're doing it well. And the fact that they tested their stuff right so that the feed isn't all messed up. This past week they had, all of these games, the Christmas games, and they had that big Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight.
Oh man, he got knocked the fuck out, didn't he?
Broke his jaw in 2 places. Woo! Did you hear about Anthony Joshua?
I heard he had a car accident last night.
Yeah, man. 2 people died in the accident.
That's crazy.
He survived. There were 4 people in the car. It's like the most dangerous road in Nigeria. One of the people was decapitated.
Jesus.
There's a video of it, and do not watch it if you're a queasy person. Just
I don't need to see that.
I'm not going to look at it, but I've heard.
Most dangerous road in Nigeria. Which one is that?
It's called All of Them.
Because I have driven cars in multiple African countries, and I have yet to find a safe road.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different driving philosophy in other parts of the world.
I've done it in Kenya. I've done it in Ghana. I've done it in South Africa. South Africa is pretty normal, actually, for the most part. But yeah, Kenya, you got to drive like you're on a fucking rally car down there.
In Turkey, it was like that. It was like aggressive. It's a different type of driving.
Yeah, for sure.
The Chiefs, I don't know. I don't have much to say about this game.
Nah.
Chris Oladokun, how you say that? Oladokun.
Oladuki.
Isn't that what they say on Street Fighter? When you're Oladokun. If I were him, that would be my celebration. Throw a touchdown pass. I'll do the Street Fighter moves. But yeah, I don't got much to say about that, man. We knew what was going to happen. It went the way we thought it was going to go. Their defense shut down offense.
It seems pretty obvious to me that this is probably Travis Kelce's last. He looks like a man who's getting ready to retire.
Yeah, it's like the jersey swap in the NBA. It's kind of that run when
tears in his eyes. Everyone's there. It's like it feels like it's over. Is what it is. It happens to everyone.
Yeah, man. Glad for him. Great career. Hall of Famer.
From the Broncos side of things, it's like, again, they have not had a very difficult season. They have beaten the teams in front of them, so they get credit for that. But it really, to me, it's like, I don't know what to expect from them in the playoffs.
No.
I just don't.
But defense travels.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Defense, you can bring defense wherever, and they seem to have a really good defense. They just have to, if they get into a point where Bo Nix has the win in the game, then, cross your fingers. But, I mean, he's got the legs, too.
Speaking of defenses that traveled, let's talk about the Houston Texans.
Man. Hey, man, they watch out for these guys. 11-5, who saw that coming? The way they started?
I mean, also, before we get into the defense, like, C.J. Stroud had a great start to the game.
Yeah.
He threw 2 early, just beautiful rainbow rust type deep balls. One to what's his name? This kid who's been kind of Jaden Higgins. Who's been kind of balling these last couple weeks, and Jalen Noel, beautiful. And then the defense just kind of took care of the rest. They were all over Justin Herbert. Like they sacked him 5 times, but they terrorized him on almost every play. They more or less took care of the run game. I don't want to play this team in the playoffs.
No.
I do not want to play this team in the playoffs. Because they could, I mean, considering the type of season this has been, like, I don't see why the Texans can make it to the Super Bowl with this defense.
Yes,
they really can.
Definitely. I think so.
100%.
I think the AFC is wide open, man. So, yeah, the Texans could go really far, man.
I think
And
the Chargers are kind of cooked.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers are going to do what the Chargers always do. They've had a really frustrating season to me, despite the fact that they're 11-5. The offense has just been really, really inconsistent.
Yeah.
As someone who has been a Lad McConkey owner on one of my fantasy teams all year, I've been slightly disappointed in the drop off from last year to this year. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Their offensive line is pretty decimated.
Yeah, banged up, yeah. And so is Herbert. Every time he got sacked a lot, and every time he's just like holding his hand.
He's got that big ass oven mitt
with the big soccer goalie glove. Yeah. So who knows, man? He's like, man, I gotta bake bread. We're like, no, Justin, it's let Justin cook, not bake. Let Justin bake. Who knows? A surprise. I was surprised to see how many points the Ravens put up.
I was a little surprised too. So
when I saw that score, man, jeez.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, this guy, Derrick Henry. I mean, you got to start here with
in the backup bowl.
How old is Derrick Henry?
31. I just looked it up today. I was thinking about it. I was like, how old is this dude? He's 31. I thought he was older.
36 carries for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think he just scored another touchdown like 5 minutes ago. Like he just keeps going.
Oh, you saw it too?
Unbelievable. The Ravens defense held up pretty well. Didn't they knock Malik Willis out of the game at one point?
Yeah, he went out of the game, and then his backup comes in and throws an interception on the first pass.
That wasn't his fault though. It
hit him. It was a little behind him though. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, but he didn't. You got to catch it. 2 hands on it.
He was gonna throw an interception at some point anyway.
Get it out the
way. But Snoop Huntley's been pretty good.
He had as many interceptions as receptions, as completions.
Ouch. That's tough.
It was 1 for 4 with 1 interception and 1 sack. Quarterback rating of 0.
I mean, this was a huge game. This sets up, and we'll get into this, I guess, more later too. But the Ravens winning this football game, the irony of it was that what they really needed was a win. Yeah. They needed Cleveland.
Yeah, to do it.
The city that the Ravens left. They needed Cleveland to do them a favor and beat the Steelers to set up this Week 18, one game for the division kind of thing. And they got it. I mean, they got everything they needed.
They said Derrick Henry reached out. I think in the press conference, they said he reached out to somebody on the Browns. I want to say Myles Garrett. I forget. I don't know who it was. But he reached out to somebody on the Browns like, come on, man, do this for us. And they're like, we got you.
Yeah. Somebody called Shador. Somebody on
maybe that's what it was.
Like, he was like, I got to get out of here. I got to go call Shador and tell him to get that shit done.
I think that's what it was. Was it Henry or was it Huntley? It might have been Huntley that said it.
I think it might have been Huntley.
Yeah. That's what it was. I mixed it all up. Whatever. We're not CNN here. Then the Bengals played the Cardinals. Another one we can just gloss over, of course. 37-14. Poor Bengals. Fire Zac Taylor, please. This team should not be 6-10. You can't fire your defensive coordinator and then bring in somebody worse and have the worst defense in the NFL. Best quarterback in the NFL. And
I really think that they have to. I think it's time.
Yeah.
And every year there's some sort of an excuse. It's usually related to a Joe Burrow injury. Well, we can't. You can't blame Zac Taylor, blah, 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 but we've said that every year for 5 years. And at some point, you just gotta. Go get if anybody should wind up on the Bengals, it should be Brian Flores. Like,
oh shit!
If you get that motherfucker on the bench, you just turn that whole thing around.
Good point. You saw and if you recall, part of why I don't like Zac Taylor is because of the Dolphins played the Bengals when Brian Flores was coach. Remember Brian Flores stormed the field to go try to fight Zac Taylor? You remember that shit?
No, why? What was the reason behind it?
They kept like hitting the punter, even though the punt returner, even though he had done a fair catch. It was like dirty. It happened 3 times in the same game, to the point where Brian Flores getting held back, holding his clipboard, doing like this to fucking Zac Taylor. Yeah, he was like pissed. The whole thing about the fight was like about to be a big melee on the field. Yeah, it was. They thought it was some dirty shit going on, and that's why I was like, man, fuck Zac Taylor, and I've been keeping it ever since then, keeping that energy.
Also, I think you're on record as saying he has like, but Kellen Moore has the most punchable face, but Zac Taylor's in the top 5.
He's in top 5 punchable face, and it's partly because of that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what they do in the offseason, but the Bengals are notorious for waiting too long to pull the trigger on stuff like that. And when you got that offense, you got to do something, man.
Totally.
All these players you invested in.
Yeah.
The Panthers were on the down part of the seesaw, so that was fun. Who saw that coming? All of us. So we get another showdown.
Since week 7.
Okay.
Panthers win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So that means next week they're supposed to win.
They're going to beat the Bucs.
According to this pattern. This was a tough game, though. I mean, it picked up in the second half, but both defenses were balling out. They really made the Seahawks work for this one hard. It was 3-3 at the half. Nobody was really moving the ball. It was an ugly game. But then the Seahawks kind of got their shit together in the second half and made some things happen. And they started leaning really heavy on the run game, specifically Zach Charbonnet, who looked great. Even though he's the number 2 back, like they just, the Seahawks are built to last, and that defense is filthy.
Yep.
They were all over, Bryce Young. Like, even though they only sacked him twice, but he was like on the run for most of the night. 14 for 24, 54 yards passing.
Yeah, it's so bad.
You know what his average per attempt? His average pass per attempt was 2.2 yards.
I was going to say 3 as a joke.
That's crazy.
It's because of the pencil mustache. It's got to be something like their mustache is too thin to be accurate. I mean, to go downfield. Just saying.
I mean, this was a real. The NFC South is not serious. We'll get to that later. No. It's very funny, actually. Yeah. But
they had serious people.
Totally. They had a chance to clinch the division at home.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, they had to do that against one of the best defenses in the league, and they just weren't able to do it.
Yeah.
I have to say, you kind of have to give Darnold some credit here. A lot of people have been sort of just assuming he's going to unravel like he does or like he has in the past. But, I think he has probably one of the best teams around him at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that receiving core and then running backs too, like they got a good, yeah.
And the defense always giving you a chance to win the game. But
Mike McDonald, bro. Mike McDonald.
Yeah. It's a shame the Falcons, they interviewed him. It's just a shame that they didn't see. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
You could say I told you so, because you texted me on the day of the.
I did.
On Sunday, we texted to talk about the Browns Steelers, and you said, I think the Browns are going to cover. And you said, as a matter of fact, I think the Browns are going to win. And I was like, damn, okay. And then we bet it, and it happened.
I was watching the pregame, and they kept cutting the live shots of Cleveland. It was pouring down rain.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, pouring down. It stopped raining when the game started, but it was pouring down rain. And I also remembered, wait a minute, they're not. DK Metcalf is suspended, so Rodgers is going to have to play in these shitty conditions, which is always going to be better for the defense.
Yeah.
And he's not going to have his number one wide receiver. Like I kind of think the Browns will steal this one.
Yeah. They played them
and they
tough
did.
last time too.
They did. It wasn't easy.
Didn't they sweep them this season?
I don't know. Actually, did they beat them
They
first?
beat them early. I thought they beat them early in the season.
Let's see.
Have they played or do they not play? No, yeah. No, Steelers beat that ass. Okay.
Yeah, they lost to the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Maybe it was last year or something. I don't know.
I mean, it was not a pretty game.
Or was it Ravens?
It was ugly. It was great. Ravens were loving it. I mean, it came down to the wire too. You know, I mean, the Steelers had the ball with a chance to win, and I'm glad they swallowed. There was Rodgers had one last throw to the back of the end zone.
Oh yeah.
He obviously thought it was pass interference. I'm kind of glad they didn't call it. It was pretty close, but I don't know. The defense held, and
did Miles get a sack record?
No. He actually came out and criticized. He said the Steelers were so concerned about me not getting the record against Aaron Rodgers that they actually played more for him to not get sacked than to win the game. And he said, I think that's why they lost.
Nice.
Which is kind of interesting.
I can see that. That seemed to be a big focal point throughout the game.
Well, now he's got
triple teaming him and shit.
He's got one more chance to get it. He's going to have to get it against Joe Burrow,
who gets the ball out very fast.
Yeah, he does.
They might give it. Nope, that's a rivalry game, man. They ain't giving them shit. Oh man, the Cam Ward and Tyler Shook, the future of the NFL, battling it out. and what we thought it was gonna be
a shit bowl brought to you by Xlex.
But there turned out to be some fireworks in this game, man. They're going.
Yeah, the zombie Saints came back to life. The Titans seemed like they were kind of in control of the game, and then the Saints kind of marched their way back in, as they do. Saints go marching in. That was an unintended pun that I decided to embrace in mid-thought. These are two teams that I don't know what the Saints are going to do in the offseason. You're in a familiar position as a Saints fan. You're going to finish the year 6-11 or 7-10 or something like that, and you're not going to have any money for free agency. And Tyler Shook has shown some promise in the games that he's started, and they've won 4 in a row.
Overperformed, I would say.
Yeah,
because we thought they were the worst team in the NFL. We're talking like that beginning of the season.
That being said,
a 6-win team.
They've won 4 in a row against the Saints, against the Bucks, who are falling apart. The Panthers, who they played the Panthers on a week when it was their week to lose, of course, so that makes sense. The Jets, and then the Titans, they finished.
But we thought they were before, like beginning of the season. We thought they were worse than those teams.
Sure,
Tyler. We were laughing when they had before Shook, who seems to be, a serviceable quarterback. They were putting out what's his name? Your old guy. What I'm talking about. Used to play for Atlanta, and now he's there. Light skinned dude, mixed or whatever.
Oh, Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. He was coming out.
He never played for Atlanta. He played. Where was he?
Wasn't he in Atlanta?
No, he didn't play for Atlanta.
Oh my bad.
He is a South Carolina Gamecock. So he's a cock.
But Spencer Rattler was there, and I don't know. We were thinking they were the worst team in football, and now they got 6 wins.
Maybe Tyler Shook is good. I mean, he 22 for 27, 333 yards, and a couple of touchdowns.
And he looks the part. Like when you watch him, it's like, that's a quarterback. He can scramble a bit. move around in the pocket. He's not stuck. He's not a statue like Goff. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll finish this up and do some superlatives. SveNFL is proudly sponsored by Brisket and Friends. Brisket and Friends is the best barbecue in Sweden. Brisket and Friends. Barbecue so good, make you want to slap your grandma. Go there. Get you some good barbecue. Best in Sweden. Now, back to SveNFL. Your second favorite team, the Jaguars, beat the Colts. It was looking scary at first. Phillip Rivers was out there talking his shit, and then they finally lost. Jaguars are 12-4.
Yeah, this was this is another good example of division rivals. I kind of thought the Jags would just thump the Colts. The Colts defense came to play. They made it tough for sure. But eventually the Jags kind of rose to the occasion. Trevor Lawrence didn't even have a touchdown pass in this game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. So,
yeah.
The Colts defense played really well, made them work hard for it. And I thought it was funny how at the end of the game when the Colts had the ball and they had a chance to do the Hail Mary, they took Phillip Rivers out and put in Riley Leonard because they were like, well, I don't know.
Get the ball there.
I don't know if he can get it all the way there. It got picked off, of course. So it didn't really matter.
I didn't realize that was Leonard. I saw the play. I just didn't even realize that was Leonard in there.
But the Jags keep pace, still leading the division. And, they play the Titans in the final week, so I assume they're going to win the division.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Cam Ward looked good, too.
Cam Ward looked good. I think he's improved as the year's gone on. I just think that the organization has done such a bad job of preparing him and giving him anything.
Coach, huh?
Yeah, they fired the coach, obviously, and they have a lot of work to do in the offseason. Yeah. I don't. Jags are looking good. We'll see. I don't know if I trust them in the playoffs necessarily. But they do have a good defense. Defense is playing really well.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. That's all you need, man. Shout
Speaking
out to
of teams that are
the best Josh Allen.
Teams that are not playing very well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bruh.
No offense to your Dolphins, but they're on a 4-game losing streak.
This is insane, man. I'm over here, finally got to the point in the season where I'm like, you know what? I'll actually bet against my team. I will bet against my Dolphins. And it sucks when you like at the end you're like, well,
they said it on the broadcast since the Buccaneers bye week.
No,
they're 2-8.
Damn, that's what happens when you run up against the Dolphins, man. 2-8, god damn. Shouldn't have taken a week off. We're gonna just play. We're gonna just play a game this week. Damn, that's crazy, man. And losing to the Dolphins, who are already a bad team, with their backup quarterback, Quentin Ewers, rookie.
He looked pretty good.
Yeah, man, it's annoying because, like, I think people are gonna start thinking he's the answer, and he's not gonna be. It's just gonna be. I'm just looking ahead. The brightest thing of the season is Devon Achane.
I feel like the Bucs made him look better than he actually is. Like there were moments where, there was that one long. I don't know if it was a touchdown, but it was a long passing play where, Ewers just threw to this like wide open dude because
early in the game,
the linebacker who was supposed to be covering him decided to like step up in coverage, like he was going to jump the route, and it was like he just let this guy blow right by him. It was like, what are they doing?
Theo Weiss, another rookie. So it's like, I really don't believe in. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Dolphins. I won't take anything out of this game. The thing you see in this game, two things. Devon Achane is the truth. We all know that. He's over 1,000 yards and all that stuff. He's obviously the future of the team. But the team's still playing hard for Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna keep his job, I think. I've never seen a GM get fired and the coach stay. I don't think.
I think you're going to have a new quarterback next year.
Yeah, probably have a new quarterback.
And it shouldn't be Quinn Ewers.
No, exactly. I hope I would do something. After last night, I'm thinking, not last night, but after this weekend, I'm thinking maybe, we'll talk about it, but maybe Malik Willis.
Yeah, Falcons fans want him too.
Yeah.
He's from the A.
Okay.
But they also want Stetson Bennett, which is like, stop it. Like, fans are like arguing over Malik Willis and Stetson Bennett. It's stupid.
Yeah. The Patriots, they did their best. They were like, all right, we're playing a shitty team. We want our quarterback's confidence at the peak. So we're going to just beat up on this shitty team and make a final bid. As I said, right? I don't know if you remember my prediction. My bold prediction was that the Patriots were gonna try to get an MVP bid in, and Drake May, I said, was gonna throw for 400 plus yards, but that's not his thing. He tries to be super accurate, and so he was 19 for 21, 256 yards, 5 tutties. Like, went off.
I kind of think they're going to give it to him.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, they're 13-3. I personally think the best quarterback in the NFL is Matt Stafford, but it's not many arguments. I wouldn't argue against Drake May.
I don't think the people who vote really look at the strength of schedule that hard. And I kind of think, especially after this game and after what Stafford did last night, which we'll get to in a bit, but he is very, very accurate. 19 for 21. I mean, we were like halfway through the game before he threw an incomplete pass. It was crazy. Granted, it's the Jets. The Jets are terrible.
So bad, man.
They're so bad.
But Josh McDaniel, is it Josh McDaniels or Daniel? What's his name? Their offensive coordinator? Been around forever in New England. I feel like he's rejuvenated, man. He's like, I got my guy. I don't have to be head coach. I can just focus on this shit. I'm in New England again. They're like a rejuvenated franchise, and it sucks to see, but it's still cool.
I mean,
that's how bad fucking Mayo was.
Totally.
Right? Learning on the job, I guess. I shouldn't say how bad. Yeah, he was bad, but he was learning on the job.
I do think the Patriots could get exposed in the playoffs. Again, they haven't had a difficult schedule. They do not have a very good receiving core. Yeah. I mean, Drake May is clearly their most valuable player.
Yeah, but imagine and Stephon Diggs, their relationship is like, it's great. Especially the veteran receiver bringing along the rookie like that, being so dependable. This dude, they were showing him like eating up these zones, like just running the route perfectly, showing his numbers, and being a safety blanket for him.
Yeah. Another game that we don't have to spend a lot of time talking about: Giants Raiders, 34-10. The Giants.
We talked about before we started is Jackson Dart. That's my takeaway from the game. This dude doesn't give a fuck about life. He just runs head first, just fuck it. Which is kind of, I guess, I get it. If you're in it, you go for it. It's better than playing scared, but he's playing a little too reckless. That's what I gathered. And that Geno's going to get a pick every game, and I'm so mad that we didn't bet it. It was just like,
wasn't this the Tankathon Bowl? Like these two?
Oh, yes, yeah.
So obviously the Raiders are now slotted for the number one pick. Not that I'm not suggesting that they tanked. The Raiders just suck.
Yeah, man.
I mean, this to me was like one of my worst. Before the season, I was like all in. I was like, the Raiders may not be good, but they're going to be fun.
Yeah.
They were definitely not good, and they were definitely not fun.
No.
Like, they were neither one of those things.
All right, I got a question. I just said this should have been my shit got learned, but I just thought about it right now as we talked about this game. And as you said, it's an inconsequential game. But Pete Carroll, hot seat, pretty hot seat, right? When you do the hot seats, you're probably going to say super hot or whatever the hottest temperature is. He's going to be in that.
Yep.
If Pete Carroll gets fired and they hire another coach, they'll have 4 coaches on the payroll.
That's true, because Gruden's still on the payroll.
Gruden's on the payroll. I just looked it up now. Gruden is still getting paid. Josh McDaniels is still getting paid.
Oh my God.
$40 million they still owe him through 2027. And then Pete Carroll is on. So if he gets fired, then they'll have another coach to pay as well.
Well, that's why they're not going to fire him.
This is crazy.
I don't think they're going to fire him. I really don't.
What if they bring back Gruden? Like, all right, we're paying you, so come back. You're on the right. You're on the staff, man. You're on staff, man.
We just settle your lawsuit with the NFL and come back. We're sorry.
What's the next game? Eagles, Bills.
Bills. Man. Wow.
I know, right?
Wow. So, okay. Crazy. So many crazy things happened in this game. The Bills held the Eagles were up 13-0 at the half.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, because they were booing. I never seen Bills fans boo.
They held the Eagles offense to like 4 yards or 5 yards in the second half, and they still wound up losing the game. By and large, because, the Bills finally scored their first touchdown, and the extra point gets blocked by my man, former Bulldog Jalen Carter, which meant that when the Bills scored their second touchdown, instead of tying the game, they decided to go for 2. Which, considering the fact that they had already, by way of the Patriots winning, they were already, it was not possible for them to win their division.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it.
Yeah. Playoffs.
I kind of get it. And the way McDermott described it afterwards was, I don't know if he said this or if somebody else said it, but essentially it's like, I don't want to tie the game and go to overtime.
Yeah,
exactly. Let's get this over with. We're going to the playoffs. We're not going to win the division. Right. Why do I want to put any of my players in harm's way for any longer than I have to? Let's get this thing over with. So I kind of understand it. But you just saw a rare mistake by Josh Allen where he just flat out missed a wide open receiver.
What? Josh Allen?
Yeah, it happens. Nobody's perfect. Oh, it's like he's fool's gold.
Huh? No, I was. That's one of my milk takes. Hey, speaking of a take, my hot take is still. It's not even. It's fresh out of the oven. I was talking about the Raiders. Forgot a coach. I forgot one of the coaches. If they fire Pete Carroll, it'll be 5 coaches on their payroll because we didn't mention Antonio Pierce.
Oh, right.
John Gruden, Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, Pete Carroll are all on the payroll right now. And if they hire another coach, if they fire Pete Carroll, then they'll have a 5th coach. So he's going to be there at least until they pay off Josh McDaniels. So I think Pete Carroll's got a job until 2028 when they clean their books. Jeez. That's like funny. Out of the owner's pocket, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no salary cap. Damn.
No. So basically, I don't know what to think about the Eagles going into the playoffs or the Bills. To be fair,
neither one of them. They both look like teams that just it ain't their year. But
we keep thinking that
you never know.
We keep thinking that the Bills are Like this is their best chance, given that
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But with Mahomes and Burrow and potentially Lamar out of the way, like all these things. But the thing that just doesn't really take into consideration is that quarterbacks don't play against quarterbacks. Like you play against defenses. And the Bills offense went up against an absolute fucking buzzsaw. This Eagles defense, when they're on, they are on, bro. Yep. They put on a masterclass. They were all over the field. Anytime you win a game only scoring 13 points, that's something.
Bro, I'd never seen Josh Allen look like that. I've been watching him a lot. And he just looked like he couldn't like break out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And get it like normally he'll just get out of the pocket and like make all. They were everywhere. Another coach that used to be on the Dolphins staff, Vic Fangio, who was just biding his time to get back to Philly. Then the shootout of the goddamn weekend.
Wow.
The Bears 49. I didn't see this coming, man. It's like this. No. The Bears should have won. They would have beat any other team if it weren't for goddamn Brock Purdy. Did you see him dancing in the end zone?
Yeah.
Hitting with the okay, Brock. He was out here balling, and I said it last week. I gave him some flowers last week too. He was out there balling, but he scored 5 touchdowns in the game. 2 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, throwing for over 300 yards. He was just on fire, man. Shanahan has given him maybe him watching Mac Jones and play, which always makes me say. But unfortunately, we're not going to see a return of the Mac with Brock playing like that.
Brock Purdy hates that song. He's like, he hears that song and he's like,
I'm injured.
What? I'm throwing. He has accounted for 10 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. Brock Purdy.
Insane. We saw their punter. Their punter got the kick.
That's true. He did get the kick for the first time. First punt in the month of December.
Yeah.
A rough start. Obviously, he throws a pick 6 right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And then this game was just like on cocaine.
Yes.
From that moment, just crazy.
Yeah.
It all came down to the wire, and the Bears had a decent chance to win it at the end. And you kind of thought, he's been doing this all year, Caleb Williams.
Yep. I thought he would.
Second plays, and they got after him, and
he threw an inaccurate pass. He threw an inaccurate pass. Caleb Williams. I can't believe it.
Go figure. For all the heroics of Caleb Williams being avoiding pressure and whatnot, Brock Purdy's pretty good at this too.
Yes.
He had that one play where he dodged one guy and then stepped between 2 guys and then ran to the right and got the coverage to shift to the right, which left Juszczyk just alone in the corner of the end zone. And then he just went zip, threw it sideways. Super smart play.
Yeah.
You could tell every bit of that was intentional. Like there was nothing made up about it.
Yeah.
Very, very smart. My man DeAndre Swift had a hell of a game too.
Yeah,
but it just wasn't enough. McCaffrey was unstoppable. He had one of his best games of the year, 140 yards, a couple of touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. For me, I think the 49ers might be the team I just do not want to play in the playoffs.
Yes, I was going to throw it out there, man.
Because unlike last year, they're dealing with injuries in different places. They just have not used it as an excuse this year. And obviously, Mac Jones being able to win football games when they didn't have everything just kind of fell into place for them this year, despite the injuries.
I think either Shanahan paid extra money to get in the clear, Scientology, or he's reached like Neo in the Matrix level. Like he's seeing all green numbers and shit.
Right.
I feel like he might have hit that next step. Or maybe, getting Steve Wilkes off the team was just what they needed.
Maybe.
Get Steve Wilkes out of here, man. I don't know, man. Whatever happened, it feels like they hit another level in the past 4 weeks. In this last 4 weeks, I feel like they hit another level, and they're doing what the Chiefs do every year, except for this year. The Chiefs always hit their prime right when it's like going into the playoffs, and I feel like the 49ers doing that. They'll probably be resting players next week, you know what I mean? Because it kind of doesn't matter who they play, but then again, they could win the division.
I mean, they've only lost one game since week 9.
Yeah, they've been balling, man. They got it together, man. Oh shit, they played the Seahawks? Oh, they're not resting shit next week. They mess around and beat the Seahawks.
Because they could
win the division.
They can, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't they have beat
so.
the Seahawks? Wouldn't it be head to head? Did they beat them earlier? Oof.
Let's see.
Maybe we could. No, yeah, they beat the Seahawks first game of the week, first game of the season. So they're gonna bookend the season if they beat the Seahawks this week, which I think they will. Then they'll bookend the season with victories over the Seahawks, and then they'll win the division, which we predicted before the season.
Wow.
Because we knew what was gonna happen. I read some of the script, but I got bored. So I missed.
It's long. It's long.
Speaking of long, how about the odds of the Falcons winning were long, but they don't care. They still fucking won the game.
They tried to lose. They really did.
They did. Yo, I watched it and through the lens. I watched the whole game. I watched it through the lens of a Falcons fan. And I was like, I don't want any parts of this shit. I said, hell no. I felt like I kept seeing next gen stats popping up. I was like, oh no, this is why, fuck this. It was like a nightmare, man. I felt like Jason Voorhees was just walking behind me just slowly, and I'm running and falling and shit. I was like, oh no. I'm not fucking with this, man.
It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. The Falcons took a 21-0 lead into the half. And then it slowly started to slip away.
Yeah.
And of course, they mentioned, the last time the Falcons lost with 21 or more points. I was just like, they were like, Falcons fans are not going to want to hear it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't.
But you're going to say it. You're sure going to say it.
You're going to want to hear it. The Rams shot themselves in the foot more than once. They had a couple of huge plays, scoring plays. Stafford threw 3 picks. One of them was a pick six to Jesse Bates, and they also had a couple of scoring plays that were wiped out by either illegal procedure or holding or something like that. So they really should have won this football game. That being said, the Falcons' defense played really, really well.
Especially first half.
Yeah, they got to Stafford quite a bit. And, played with a lot of pride, I think.
Yeah. Says a lot, man. Maybe your coaches will be around next year.
Well, that's the thing that a lot of Falcons fans are worried about, because I think most people are kind of over the whole Raheem Morris thing. And, it's funny. We're one of those teams too that's like, we've looked pretty good here towards the back half of the season, and I actually don't care that we keep winning, because we don't own our first round pick. We traded it, so it's fine.
See what you got.
We're going into the offseason for the Falcons where I have no idea what they're going to do. I really, really have no idea what they're going to do. It's very confusing. I hope they do something, but I just don't know what. I don't even know what I think they should do, to be honest. I really don't.
Well, see, now they're like, see, we don't either. See? I'm a little worried about the Rams, man. Haven't they lost the last 2? We had them as the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they dropped to the Falcons and they dropped to the Seahawks.
Yep.
They're giving up points, man. They weren't giving up this many points before.
They
You know what I mean?
This loss sort of puts them out of contention for the division.
Yeah.
They play the Cardinals next week. I imagine
Yeah, it's a victory.
nobody will care. But I would rest everybody and just hit a hard reset for the playoffs because they still have all the tools.
Yeah. And Devontae Adams has been out.
That's true.
So
that's true.
He's their top red zone threat. So that's the thing that last week I gave him a pass on that. But you had a week without him. You should have beat the Falcons. So
shout out to Jared Verse.
Oof, he had a pick six. No, I mean a block field goal 6.
He had a blocked field goal, picked it up, and hit the deuces to the Falcon sideline on the way, which I'm sure he's going to get fined for. But fuck it, I love it. I thought it was great.
I thought so too. He did it at like the 30-yard line.
That's true. He's like,
yeah,
that
man.
Funny. That was funny.
That was a fun week of football, man.
Yeah.
And those of you that are concerned about the developments in our flip 'em pick 'em, we're fucking tied going into the last week, which is the most unpredictable week in football, besides the first week. The last week of football. And asterisk-wise, am I up?
I think we're also tied.
We're tied? Oh, yeah, because there's some asterisks that we still haven't found that I didn't put somewhere in here. But it says I'm up 1, which means that we're tied. So we're tied in asterisks.
For the drama.
Yeah, we're tied in asterisks. Yeah, we're tied in asterisks, which is very meaningful. I got you on the Vikings Lions asterisk. Yep. Good asterisk call, John.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna be making our picks later in the week. A new year, new pick. That's what we'll call that.
Also, we should do this now. We should our fantasy football league obviously wrapped up this weekend.
Yeah.
And in the SveNFL, the main SveNFL league, despite the fact that dude Where's Lamar went 13-1 on the season.
Damn.
He lost in the final to a 9-5 team. Call me maybe.
Ooh, shout out. Shout out to Call Me Maybe. Congratulations.
Who is Call Me Maybe?
I don't know.
Bjorn.
Shout out to Bjorn. We got to hit him up. Bjorn, you got a cash prize coming your way.
And in the relegation league, the 13-2, the 13-2 Haunting-A Hillbillies.
Oof, that's Rob.
Who are managed by Rob.
Yeah.
Were defeated in
the
final by the 12-3 Mayor of Chubtown. This guy right here.
Wow, does Mayor of Chubtown go up to the big leagues? You have 2 teams to manage? No, of course not.
No, I'll stay down for the vibes.
We got to talk to the commissioner. The commissioner, I haven't talked to him in a while, but
you can call me Champ.
This was a great fantasy football weekend for myself personally. I come away with the championship in the relegation league. Also in my family league, which there's only 4 of us. My daughter, we've been doing this for this is our 4th year of doing it with just the 4 of us. My daughter won the first year.
Okay.
And my wife is back-to-back champion the last 2 years. Which proves, especially, fantasy football, but also the fact that we're only 4 teams. Like the 2 people in our family who know the least about football are the only ones who have won our fantasy league so far. So this year, it came down to the final between me and Isak. So we knew, the order will be restored.
Yes.
And Isak stayed up last night to watch the Rams Falcons game because we were tied. I had Stafford, but he had Bijan.
Oh,
and Isak won. He won the league. So for me, like to win the championship in this SveNFL thing, but to lose to one of my favorite humans on the planet, like I'm happy for him.
Of course.
He made it very clear that he was not going to be happy for me had I won.
A true son. It's a true son right there.
He was like, "This will be the worst Christmas ever if I lose to you." I was like, oh, "Wow, okay, whatever."
Damn.
But yeah, everything worked out. It's a Christmas miracle.
Nice. Well, while we're doing that, before we do superlatives, I can go ahead and say the Pigskin Pick'em leaders. Interessante baller. The interesting balls is still in the league. The Partail Packers comes in number 2. And then one of my favorite names in third place is a tie. But I think because of the cool name, Spit on Dak thing is is above all the McVay.
Spit on Dak thing.
That's the tops in the Pigskin Pick'em. And those of you that are playing next year, I think whoever's not in, who's listening to this, hop in the Pigskin Pick'em. That's fun to pick the games and see what happens.
Speaking of good names, my fantasy name in my family league. Shout out to Chat GPT. They helped me out. CD's nuts.
I like it. Yeah. Superlatives. I can run through it real quick. As far as the real MVP, I would say that I have to say Derrick Henry. People have been talking like he's washed up. It's been a tougher year after last year. People thought he was like an anomaly of running back because he didn't show much decline. He was used a lot, but he still was balling last week, looking like a league MVP. And then this week there was a bit of a fall off. Everybody's wondering if he's old. Week 17, King Henry turned back the clock and put the Ravens on his back with their backup quarterback. Runs 36 times, 216 yards, as we talked about earlier, 4 tutties. His longest run was 30 yards. He was just balling, man. So Derrick Henry,
You the real MVP.
Some weeks there's only one answer.
Yeah.
And King Henry, as you said, age of 31, 36 carries, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a gotta have it win to set up a Week 18 showdown with the Steelers for the division. He earned the most rushing yards of any opposing player in the history of Lambeau Field.
Oh, wow.
He surpassed Tony Dorsett for 10th all-time in overall rushing yards. He passed Adrian Peterson to go 4th all-time in rushing touchdowns. It was his 7th career game with 200-plus rushing yards, passing Adrian Peterson and O.J. Simpson for the most such games by a player in NFL history.
Damn.
And
OJ too.
Finally, King Henry joined Jim Brown as the only players with multiple games with 200-plus rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns.
Wow. MVP, baby.
Just go ahead and
You the real MVP.
just give him the jacket.
Yeah, man. Oh, he's Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But sometimes, one thing you have to do in the household, you gotta take out the trash. So we gotta hand out the trash this week. I don't know if you think it's just one this week, but we had some trash this weekend. Bryce Young had quite the opportunity to prove that he's the guy and clinch the division in a week where the team's biggest rival came up short. And he just didn't show up at all. I get that you're up against a staunch defense in the Seahawks, but my guy, you got to do better than 54 yards on 14 attempts, no tutties, and a pick. Come on, bro. The seesaw stuff with this team is remarkable. Consistent quarterback play is essential for any franchise, and this ain't it. This ain't getting it for the 8-8 Panthers, who are the most Jekyll and Hyde team we've seen in a decade. Next week, you'll probably be MVP. But this week,
You are trash!
For me, I'm going to go with something. I actually learned this in the middle of this past week, but it still remained true after Sunday. The Jets hired a former cornerback, Aaron Glenn, to be their head coach. Right?
Oh, yes.
And yet they are the first team in NFL history to go an entire season with 0 interceptions. Also, side note, Garrett Wilson has not caught a pass since October 12th.
What? He's been playing?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's been injured. He has not caught a pass since October 12th, and he is currently the Jets' leading receiver.
Oh my God. I was like, I know I haven't seen this guy. Wow. He's still the leading receiver, hasn't caught the ball in 2 months.
Crazy.
2.5 months. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's bad. But they're on their third string, their third quarterback. Why would Joe Flacco not be there? Like, or Tannehill,
because he's already been there.
Come there. Yeah, that's true. And then the interception thing highlights even more the stupidity of getting rid of Sauce Gardner,
who didn't really work out for the Colts either.
No, he's hurt though. He's on the sidelines.
I mean, the Colts gave up 2 first-round picks for a guy who didn't really play that well anyway, and then got injured and didn't finish the season, and then their season collapsed.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's looking fresh on the sidelines though. Sauce be looking fresh on the sidelines.
He's always looking fresh,
looking crispy. He got that sauce,
so fresh and so clean.
What's your shit got learned? You got one?
Yes, it is official. Josh Johnson is the GOAT of journeyman quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
This man has played for 14 NFL teams.
Damn. Is that more than Fitzpatrick?
He's had multiple stints with the Bucks, the Jets, the Browns, the Bengals, the Broncos, the Ravens, and the Commanders, which is where he is now, which means that besides the 14 teams that he's played for, this man has changed teams over 20 times.
Wow.
He has more than everyone, more than Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick has played for 9 teams. Case Keenum's played for 8. Remember we were talking about he is like the ultimate black journeyman quarterback.
Yeah, we said there wasn't no black journeyman a while ago when we first started.
Josh Johnson, he's him.
Nice. I like that.
I thought that was fun.
You know what I learned, man? I learned that. You know what? I'm gonna start with a visual aid. Okay, I'm gonna start this with a visual aid. Something I learned. Nice. Here we go. Look at this. Look at it. Matthew Stafford throwing the ball. This turned out to be incomplete. Beautiful try, beautiful attempt, right?
Right.
I'm taking the play away because I'm gonna show you again. There's one thing I didn't notice until watching this game yesterday. That was the second to last play of that game, right? The Rams were trying to win the game, because
that is what you're supposed to.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So they weren't doing a lovey. So they're trying to win a game. That pass, really close, beautiful pass by Matthew Stafford. A lot of pressure, right? Last 2 plays, he throws that one. The next one is incomplete. They end up losing the game or whatever. But then we watch it again, right? You see the play. Looks like a regular play. What we don't see is when he gets the snap, Matthew Stafford spins the ball every time. He flips the ball every time he gets a snap. It's insane that this dude does this, man. I would be so mad if I'm in the game playing a cornerback or linebacker or whatever. And this motherfucker is just, it's like the thing with the Brett Favre not putting the chin strap up. This is his chin strap thing. It's like, how dare you? The gall, this last second of last play, game on the line, and you flipping the ball like I'm just chopped liver out here on defense? Spinning the ball. That alone, he's my MVP of the season just because of that. Drake, man, you did great things. You're a second-year quarterback, great arm, great accuracy, but do you spin the ball every time you get it on the last play of the game? No. You're not the MVP. Matthew Stafford. That shit was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I know Skip will get a kick out of this.
That's some gunslinger shit right there.
That's some gunslinger shit. Up there with Brett Favre, like with the strap. That's just gangster shit, man.
That's hilarious.
My spec recipient is Malik Willis. He might have got himself a whole contract after that performance. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, I believe. And the Packers, they fought valiantly against a team that was better and more and ready. And Derrick Henry was on another level, but he didn't embarrass the team. He's been dependable his whole time there too. Remember, we were laughing. He was a high pick that was playing in Tennessee, and there's bus talk and all that stuff. But sticking with it and playing a really good game in a loss to the Ravens. So I feel like he's probably over here saying,
"Put some respect on my name."
You give him some respect.
I mean, I kind of I wish I could give it to Bijan because
yeah,
but he has so much respect already.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just the 195 yards and the 2 touchdowns. He just can't be. The way that dude cuts is
it's
crazy.
Barry Sanders. It's like Barry Sanders now.
He is a little like Barry Sanders. But I'm going to give some respect to the Cleveland Browns, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
I picked them in an upset. They got nothing to play for.
Yeah.
I thought Shador looked early in the game. I thought he looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what they do. But they came out and they really, they're playing at home, playing a division rival. It'll be so easy for them to just fold it up and just phone it in. But they really fought hard. I was really impressed with what they did. The organization is still just a dumpster fire embarrassment. But the players on the field, you got to give them credit.
Yeah.
I want to put some spec on their name.
Okay.
Put some respect on my name.
All right. Scariest AFC team, I got Texans. NFC team, I got nobody. Nobody's. Oh, no. You know what? 49ers. I'll take it back.
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little off mic. I think as we started to get into that game, I agree. I think on the NFC side, I think the 49ers are pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
I would say on the AFC side,
I ain't fucking with the Texans, bro.
yeah, you might be right. Because it's I don't trust any of these other teams.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, that defense. The only defense that's up to par with them is the Broncos, and obviously Josh Allen makes Buffalo scary. I think the Patriots are really punching above their weight right now, looking like a top team in the AFC. I got to go to Texans, man. I don't want to fuck with that defense. C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, nah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Coming down to the end of the year. This is the end of this episode. You hear the horns? That means you either heard something spectacular or something amazing is on the way. The former is true. In this case, that's it for us this time, but we'll be back to predict the Week 18 matchups. I've been Jonathan Rollins.
And I have been Skip Musara.
With SveNFL. Peace!
Lydio.
Get serious.